10 things that are illegal in North Korea, but normal elsewhere. In a world filled with different rules, beliefs, and systems, there's one country that continues to captivate the curiosity of many: North Korea. Often shrouded in mystery and control, it's a place where everyday freedoms that people around the globe enjoy can actually land you in serious trouble. While citizens of most countries can watch whatever they want on TV, express their opinions, or even wear a pair of jeans without thinking twice, in North Korea, these actions could be considered crimes against the state. So in this video, we're taking a deep dive into the unusual and often shocking rules that exist inside this tightly controlled society. These are 10 things that are completely normal around the world but are considered illegal in North Korea. Some of them will surprise you, some will make you grateful, and all of them will give you a deeper understanding of how different life is under a regime where personal freedom is not a right but a privilege. Let's get started. 1. Watching foreign movies or TV shows. For most people around the world, watching movies from Hollywood, Korean dramas, or even international YouTube content is just part of daily entertainment. But in North Korea, watching foreign media is a serious crime, especially anything from South Korea or the United States. The regime considers it a form of cultural infiltration, believing it poses a threat to their ideology. If someone is caught watching or even owning foreign media, they can face harsh punishments from years in a labor camp to, in extreme cases, execution. Secret underground markets do exist where people pass around USB drives containing smuggled shows or music, but the risks are incredibly high. It's not just about watching a movie, it's about survival. 2. International phone calls. Talking to someone outside North Korea might seem like a basic human right, but it's completely illegal for ordinary citizens. The government fears that communication with the outside world might expose its citizens to the truth, that other countries are not the monsters they've been taught to fear. Unauthorized calls to someone in South Korea, China, or anywhere abroad are viewed as acts of treason. If you're caught using a smuggled phone to make contact, you risk not just your freedom but possibly your life. It's not about who you're calling, it's about the fear of information flow. 3. Accessing the internet. While the rest of the world navigates through Instagram, Google, and online shopping, North Korean citizens have no access to the global internet. They're restricted to a tightly controlled internet system known as Kwangmyong, which only includes state-approved content. There's no Google, no Facebook, no YouTube. Everything is filtered through a government lens. The goal is to maintain ideological purity and limit external influence. Only a select few high-ranking officials or specially chosen individuals are allowed limited internet access, and even that is closely monitored. In short, curiosity can be a dangerous thing in North Korea. 4. Wearing jeans. Wearing denim might be one of the most common wardrobe choices in the world, but in North Korea, jeans are associated with Western capitalism, particularly American influence. Because of this, the government has banned blue jeans, considering them a symbol of rebellion or Western ideology. Fashion choices are often dictated by the regime, especially during times of heightened political tension. Citizens are encouraged to wear modest, traditional, or state-approved clothing, and anything seen as too Western could raise eyebrows or worse, suspicion from authorities. What you wear can say more about your loyalty than you'd think. 5. Practicing religion. Freely. While the North Korean constitution technically allows freedom of religion, in practice, it's one of the most dangerous things to pursue. The government views religion, especially Christianity, as a threat to the authority of the ruling Kim family, who are treated as semi-divine figures. Owning a Bible, attending a secret church, or even speaking about faith could get you arrested, tortured, or executed. Religious belief is replaced by near worship of the ruling regime. Citizens are required to attend weekly self-criticism sessions, not church services. So while millions pray freely across the world, in North Korea, even silent prayer could cost you your life. 6. Having the same hairstyle as the leader. In most countries, people are free to express themselves through their hairstyles. You can go bold, edgy, or keep it classic. But in North Korea, there's a list of state-approved hairstyles for both men and women, and stepping outside that list is not allowed. One style, however, is off-limits to everyone. Kim Jong-un's iconic haircut. No one is allowed to copy the leader's hairstyle. It's part of maintaining his unique, supreme image. In fact, there are only about 18 officially sanctioned styles, and even these can vary based on age and marital status. Hair isn't just fashion in North Korea, it's political. 7. Driving a car without permission. Driving your own car is a symbol of independence in many countries. But in North Korea, private ownership of vehicles is rare and highly restricted. Most people are not allowed to own a car, and those who do usually belong to the elite. Roads are often empty not because there's no traffic, but because ordinary citizens aren't allowed to drive. The government controls vehicle distribution and movement to monitor travel and ensure people aren't leaving their towns or planning unauthorized gatherings. Public transportation, bicycles, or walking are the norm for most. Here, freedom of movement literally has an engine, and you need government approval to start it. 8. Celebrating birthdays on July 8th or December 17th. Imagine your birthday falling on a day of national mourning. That's exactly what happens if you're born on July 8th or December 17th in North Korea, which is the death anniversaries of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. It's illegal to celebrate birthdays on these days, as they're considered sacred times of mourning and respect. Celebrating during these dates is viewed as disrespectful and disloyal. If your birthday falls on either of those days, you're expected to remain solemn and possibly even reschedule any private gatherings or family moments to another date. It's not just a personal occasion anymore. It's a political one. 9. Leaving the country without permission. Passports and plane tickets represent freedom and adventure to most people. But for North Koreans, trying to leave the country without government permission is an act of betrayal. Borders are heavily guarded and escaping is extremely dangerous. Many who attempt to flee through China risk being captured and forcibly returned, often facing harsh punishment or death. The government justifies these restrictions as a way to protect citizens from the evils of the outside world. But in reality, it's about control. Those who manage to escape often recount harrowing stories of surveillance, bribery, and running for their lives. In North Korea, you don't travel, you defect. 10. Criticizing the government. Freedom of speech is a right that many people take for granted. But in North Korea, even whispering criticism about the government, the military, or the ruling Kim family can result in severe punishment. This includes forced labor, imprisonment, or even execution. There are stories of entire families being sent to political prison camps for the actions of a single member. Children are taught from a young age to report any disloyal behavior, even from their own parents. The regime thrives on surveillance, paranoia, and absolute control. Loyalty is not just expected, it's enforced. Conclusion. North Korea remains one of the most secretive and heavily regulated nations on Earth. Its laws are designed not just to maintain order, but to control thought, behavior, and even emotion. While the rest of the world enjoys the simple pleasures of choosing what to watch, who to talk to, and how to live, the people of North Korea live under constant scrutiny. These 10 illegal actions remind us of how precious our freedoms truly are and how different life can be under a regime built on isolation and fear. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other videos for more fascinating topics from around the world. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed.